Hey there, gang, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Giggs here from Jupiter Beach again. You got it, my favorite place. And today's message, don't judge anything or anyone. You know, many years ago, many now, I had a motorcycle accident. I was hit head on at 60 miles an hour. My pelvic bone split wide open. My life hung in the balance. Had no idea where it was going. Told me I'd never walk again. I had brain damage, which, as many of you know, my friends, think was long before the accident. But at the time, and for much of the time following that accident, in part of my mind and my heart was very sad by all of this. Why me? It seemed to be a big negative in my life. And as you hear this, and as I even speak it, it sure sounds like one. But when I get my mind around it many, many years later, there's so many things about that accident that made it the best thing that ever happened in my life. But I couldn't say it at that time because I couldn't feel it. I couldn't get my mind around it. What you're going to find is those things in life that sometimes you see as tragic, negative, bad. When you get your mind around it and you look deeper and longer at that situation, you're going to see the blessings. Don't judge people. When you see them, don't form an immediate opinion about them. Those of you who are in sales, when you meet somebody for the very first time, if they're gruff and rough and nasty with you, you may immediately judge them as not sellable, not someone that will buy your services. You know what I have found? The exact opposite. That's right. The people who are the toughest, the meanest, the most nasty, if you stay with it with them, let them have their say. Let them say what they got to say. Well, Eric, I don't like Italians. You know what? I understand, Bob. I don't like myself sometimes either. And I'll kind of laugh my way through it, joke my way through it, or say something that calms them down. And then you know what happens with all of these mean and tough people? They become my best clients. This is what I've experienced in my life. And I know many of you hearing this have seen this also. Will judge something or will judge someone immediately without really knowing the facts, without really getting to know them or the situation. And then we have a different opinion. So why bother judging at all? Stephen Covey said, seek first to understand, then to be understood. So for those of you in sales, greet everybody with a warm smile. Treat everybody like their most important person on the planet, no matter what they say or how they say it, or no matter how difficult it is. And then what you'll find is if you stay with it, maybe get to know them a little more, you might just as well like them. Have you ever met somebody where at first you didn't like them, you thought they were kind of an idiot, and then the more you got to know them, you said, wow, they're a bigger idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Now you find out, they're not so bad after all. So what I've learned in my very short life is not to judge anything or anyone, but to allow myself the open mind and give that other person the dignity and the self-respect of my not judging them. Too often, people will judge me without even knowing me. In fact, this happens with people that I even know sometimes, not intimately and deep, but at first, because I'm a very positive person, they'll see me as this really inspired person, and then they'll see me get upset or something, and they'll call me a hypocrite. Because one minute they see me one way, then they see me another, and then they're judging me, forming an opinion. This is not just me. It happens to all of us, and it's going to continue to happen. So it's how we respond that matters most. So don't judge anything. Don't judge anyone, because when you get around to the other side of that person or that situation, you're going to see all the positivity, all the blessings, all the good things that can come from that situation or that person. I hope you enjoyed that message today, gang. If you did, be sure to share it. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow's broadcast. Bye-bye.